Okay. I'm here. I'm here. I'll wait for everybody to come on. Friends, you're not even going to believe it. You're not even going to believe it. Yes, you will if you know me. I forgot that I already pre-made this restream. And so and so I was on a totally different link. Oh my gosh, don't even. I was like, where is everybody? Thank goodness Marie came over and told me that I was on the wrong link. You know, when you are used to flying by the seat of your pants, and so then you properly prepare for something, but you forget because that's not what you're used to doing. So I have all of your questions already uploaded in the other link, but I know, right? I'm losing it. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. All right, now that I'm here, hi guys. Now that I'm here and I'm on the right link, you might be able to tell I'm actually trying out am moving to a new streaming software, Restream. We used to be on StreamYard, but for anyone that streams knows that they have doubled. They went from 25 bucks a month to 45 bucks a month. But yet they're not offering any more features. They haven't done any upgrades where everyone's very confused. And also because StreamYard is like a one-hit wonder. You can stream, you can upload, that's about it, right? And so you need multiple different paid platforms to have an effective streaming and content repurposing automation. So it's kind of confusing. So I've moved to StreamYard. A bunch of people are jumping ship and going all over. I'm so curious, if you stream, do you stream? And do you have a favorite streaming software? And we're going to play with Restream to see how we like it. Yeah. What did you say? You're more organized than you realize. Well, I know. And I was really organized with this event. Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. Thank you for your patience because it was like I was late. This is fantastic. Tiff, if you are here, also, I'd love to keep going and talk about your website. For everybody else, I have your questions. So we're gonna go through your questions today. For friends who were just joining us, I'll do a quick intro. Hello. My name is Lindsay Johnson, aka the Radical Connector. I do marketing and sales training for entrepreneurs, specifically service-based entrepreneurs who are damn good at what they do, and feeling completely lost and overwhelmed when it comes to actual marketing and sales. How do I get in front of the right people? How do I make money? And I really help entrepreneurs level up their mindsets from sort of like hobbyist to like business owner, right? How do I really take myself seriously and really build a brand and a business that people can't stop talking about? You're here. Okay, fantastic. I'm going to pull you back up on stage in just a second. What's up, Set Megan? Jeez Louise. All right. So I've got everyone's questions here and ready to go. Tiff, let's pull you back up on stage because I really want to go through your new site. The rebrand looks fantastic. So come on up. I'm going to share your website here, but if anybody else wants to check it out and follow Tiff, you are more than welcome. There is their website or her website. I know that you did some branding. Hang on. Welcome. Welcome back. You did branding with Rachel Lee, who I adore. So
I do too. Oh my God.
Isn't she the best? I'm going to grab Rachel's website, friends.
Amazing.
She's done some really fun work for me as well.
Yeah, I saw is on her website.
Yes, like the Fantastical Fatty and that. And I was actually debating. I'm kind of playing around with if I want to do a. You got some shout outs here. I'm thinking of doing myself like, I think it's time for a brand refresh myself. And so I'll be connecting with Rachel for sure.
She's so fun. And like that package that she put together is amazing. If anybody needs branding, it was so easy, so fun, so quick, and so affordable. Yeah, amazing.
It is. It's fantastic. I'm going to share it right now. Here we go. Perfect. So this is Rachel's site here for anyone that wants to check them out. But here is Tiff's site, and it is friggin' badass. Look at this, eh? How are you feeling about your brand? Like, just tell me how is this affecting your view of yourself as a business owner?
It's I mean, I just feel that I have more confidence and I'm just more willing to put myself out there. I've been sort of hiding. I haven't been really doing a lot of social media, like putting my face out there and things, but yeah, I feel just that I have the words now to explain what I do. And yeah, she caught my vibe. Like I basically told her, I need a cute middle finger. Like that's my vibe.
Yep.
And she nailed it.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel very much more confident.
Whenever I work with Rachel, it's like she's in my brain, like she's answering finishing my sentences, right? And it's so cool when you can work with somebody who like gets it and gets you. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because you recommended me to her, and as soon as I landed on her website and read like 2 seconds of her stuff, I was like, this is absolutely, because I trust you, and her vibe was just mine. And that's the best for me, is like when I know immediately that somebody's gonna like be in alignment, and it's just so much easier. Oh, yay, thank you.
Yes, you're getting all sorts of love. Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm digging your font too. Your font is fantastic.
Yep, I know, she killed it. She did so good. But yeah, I feel like also just working with her and working with you, like the combination of it just allowed me to like hone in on what it is I'm doing too, because I was, you called me out on it. You're like, you're solving problems that don't exist yet. I kept changing. I kept being like, well, maybe this instead, but I wasn't giving anything a chance. And so now I'm like committed to this. And this is the first time I've really been committed. So I do think I'm finally getting there after 2 years of spinning my wheels.
Yes. Oh, that makes me so happy. Anybody else can feel free to comment in the chat if you totally relate to that. Like there's this thing holding you back because it's like, what am I even doing? I feel so spread all over. I feel like, and because of that, you're not putting yourself out there, right? You're not going for opportunities. You're not going out there with confidence.
Yeah. So and the other thing that you hear a lot is, you can't wait till it's perfect to put it out there. So I kept telling myself that. And it wasn't even perfectionism. It wasn't like I was trying to get it perfect. I was just trying to get it to feel right for me. Yeah. And that was I don't know what was the blockage. I couldn't get out of my own way. And, and it's like one of those times where you're like, I don't actually have the money to be spending this right now, but she just saved me. I mean, I would still be spinning my wheels. You too, like just working with you, 3 calls? Yeah. And it pisses me off because I'm like, I have worked with a lot of other people that I've done the same thing where I'm like, this is going to be worth it. And then, it's not. And then you're like scared to try again. Yeah. But that neurodivergent entrepreneur summit was like, I don't think I'll ever hire anyone to do work with me that isn't openly neurodivergent, like from now on, because they don't get me. If they're not neurodivergent, they don't get me, and I don't feel comfortable with them.
And what's really interesting too is to Rachel, I don't think that she's neurodivergent, but she loves working with neurodivergent people. Yes. Like she's like, I myself am not, but I get it. Like it's like speaking the same language, right?
Yeah. I also bet that she is. She just hasn't realized it yet.
And it could also be that. It's like I've learned, anyone else tell me in the comments if you do this, where you like tell other people they're neurodivergent, and I've learned that's rude and we shouldn't do that. And so I have to be like, oh girl, you're autistic AF, but I'm gonna just let you figure that out.
So I tell people all the time, and my 15-year-old, he's like, Mom, you got to stop saying that. Like, people don't hear it the way you mean it. And I'm like, but I said, I wish somebody had told me freaking 49 years. Like, I wish somebody had said to me, girl, you better get this looked into. I would have. I'd be like, oh, brilliant. Yeah, I'm on it, But I want people to say it. So keep telling people, because if they're mad about it, then you're wrong and who cares? But otherwise, you might save someone's life.
So while we're here, hang on, what is Emery saying here? Brought so many folks to the ND side. Yep. Same with like queerness. Like there'll be people that I would have sworn up and down were queer, but they're like, no, I'm straight. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, maybe I'm just off, right? And then the pandemic happened, and all those folks were like, oh yeah, I'm totally queer. I'm like, I knew it.
Told you.
Okay, so I know you didn't originally have. Oh, hang on. What do we got going on here? Emery, they come back and tell me years later, do you remember when you said? Yeah, exactly. And they've been on their journey the whole time. Yep. Okay, I know you didn't have a question yet. So if you don't have a question yet, I can take you off stage and then you can come back when you do.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
I want to hear other people's questions. We're good.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to move into it. I'm going to quickly, I don't actually know how to take
I'm
you
like,
off.
do I have to leave?
I think, yeah, I'm going to turn it off and I'll let you kind of figure it out.
Okay, cool.
So come back onto YouTube with us. And then is B here? Are you here? Because I'd love to get into your questions first. Are you here? And let's talk. I'm just going to share the link in the chats. And let's get into it. You found out you were neurodivergent this year. Brooke, how is that landing for you? Yes, Emery, there'll be enough time. I'll get you. Yes, there'll be enough time to answer your question. How did that land for you? It's so funny because would you say that's the pathway? I knew there was something but didn't understand that, and when things finally clicked that, oh, it's autism, like at first I felt so happy and free and liberated and things make sense, and then I just felt like embarrassed. Did anyone else relate to that? Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, how have I been being perceived by all of my friends and family and romantic partners and clients and collaborators? How have I been being perceived this whole time? And it was kind of, I felt really embarrassed. Did anybody else deal with that? Right? Yes, 49. Oh my gosh. And yes. Okay. So Emery, yeah, we will definitely get to you. Now, B, are you here? Are you here? If not, I will quickly answer your questions and then I will move on to the folks that are here. So I think I've given you enough time. If you were here, you probably would have joined me by now. So I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions to the best that I can, and then we'll keep it moving, okay? So B's questions what should my priorities be when rebranding my consulting business? Oh, I kind of need you here. I kind of need you here for that. If we're talking about branding, like in its, yes, Sue, you're here. Fantastic. Perfect. I've got you up next, actually. I think you're next. So when it comes to rebranding, I guess my question would be, like, are you talking about like a literal rebrand like that Tiff did, where you're literally like getting a new brand, getting a new website, working on your messaging, all that kind of stuff? In which case I would say that your priority needs to be really honing in on your market and like the niche, and specifically when I say your niche, I don't mean like your customer avatar. I mean like your messaging, the problems you're solving, like how you're showing up and what you're known for. Like, you really need to hone in on what do I want to be known for? When people are talking about me, what are they saying? How are they introducing me? Right? When they're referring, why are they referring people and who are they referring? Like, get really clear on what your thing is. And then when you go into rebranding, going, okay, so what is the marketing messaging people are responding to? What is the imagery? What are the, the colors, the fonts? Like, what is the tone of my brand? Then you get into all of that. If you were talking, that is from like a rebranding from like what it looks like and how it's presented. But if you're talking about doing a sort of a total shuffle in your business, like you're shuffling the cards, you're really rethinking your offerings, your market, whether or not you're even solving the right problem. And I think, Tiff, I can't remember if we talked about that in your sessions, right? But if it's like, I'm missing the mark and I'm not getting any business, things aren't growing, or it's not that I'm missing the mark, it's that I want to evolve, right? In that case, the priority has to be two questions I always ask everybody. Who is it that I want to spend my time working with? And what problems do I want to spend my days solving, right? Or what solutions do I want to spend my day delivering? Like being really clear on what it is that you want to do, and then going out and making sure that there are people out there that are looking for that, and get that proof of concept that yes, they are looking for that. Yes, they will pay for that. And then you can look at going, okay, so then how do I now turn that into repackage that into my new business? So the rebranding, it's hard because I'm not sure what your definition is of it. But that's my two guesses. If you're meaning the literal physical brand, there's what you got to think of. If you're reshuffling your business, there's what you got to think of. So I'm going to leave it at that. I am so welcome. If you are watching the replay, I'm so welcome to you throwing things into the comments. Or come back into our Facebook group, and I will follow up with you on that. Okay. So another question that you submitted: can you provide some insight on what I should include on my website versus what makes it too cluttered or inaccessible? So when we're doing a website, friends, we really want to think about the purpose of the website, right? Is it to showcase your work? If you're an artist, is it to drive sales? Is it to build know, like, trust? Is it to build your email list? Like, what is the purpose of your website? And then think about who is landing there and what they expect to see, what they want to see, right? So again, this is a bit hard for me to give just general advice on. It would be easier if you were here, because then I could ask you questions and then give you some suggestions. Is there anybody else that has a similar question to this one that would love to come on stage? And we could take it through. I almost need someone to go through the process of this with, so you can see how we ask certain questions and how that gets us to a certain answer. I'm going to pause while it gives it the buffering, the buffering time. I'm going to have a sip of my Coke Zero while y'all tell me, does anybody want to come up on stage with me for this one specifically? And if you do, I'll share the link. And we can have more than one person come up. So Megan, people are always shocked when I say I'm straight. LOL, time will tell, I suppose. Yeah, I'm like that too. I have a friend and I can't not call them they, them. And even though her pronouns are she, her, she's cisgender, I'm like, but you just have non-binary vibes. I don't know what to say. What is NC Club? What is NC Club? If my website is a candidate, we can use mine. Yeah, perfect. It's basically if you have that question, yeah, come on up. Come on up. Wait, Emery, NC Club. Oh, you're tagging Megan. It took me a second. You guys, why am I so slow today? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm just going back and reading your comments. I'll wait for Megan to pop up. No, Emery. Who's coming up? Emery's coming up. Helps me understand my son. Yeah, the neurodiverse piece. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was watching. Okay. And I'm just kind of killing time while we wait for Emery to get up here. Okay. Emery, you got the link, right? Okay. So I'm rewatching Ally McBeal, for anyone that's old enough to remember that show. It's started in 1997. It's so interesting. Yeah. Sue, you come up on the same link. Yeah. You guys can both come up if you want. I was watching, hey, Emery. Hi, give me a second to tell the story. So I'm rewatching the Ally McBeal, and don't judge. And I say rewatching because I'm old, okay? First of all, number one, it does not hold up. It is offensive. And I think they thought they were progressive, and it is offensive. But
it hurts.
This show is literally all ADHD, autistic, neurodiverse people, like OCD, like it is all. I'm like, if this was made today, these are all neurodiverse people, right? And there was an original point. What was my original point? I don't know. I got distracted. There was an original point. Anyways, who cares? You're here. You know what, you guys? Because I'm so I used to have the Ally McBeal CD, like the soundtrack. And so I'm singing all the songs as, Vonda Shepard is singing them, and the soundtrack I'm singing. And
do you watch Futurama?
I don't. I know it. I've seen a couple episodes.
Because they do a whole Ally McBeal tribute. Never mind. Anyway.
Oh my God. I love that. Well, that's like I used to do swing dancing. Or not swing dancing, capoeira. If anyone wants to make fun of me for that. And I have friends that know what that is only because they watched it on Bob's Burgers. And it was like making fun of it. Oh my gosh. Sue, you can come on up on that link as well. And we'll do you after Emery. All right, Emery. So the question on the table is, hi, how are you?
Hey.
The question on
Y'all
the
are
table.
getting jammy, Emery, at 9:30
Oh yeah,
before bedtime.
it's getting late out there.
Yeah.
It's only noon here, so or
It's
12:30.
bedtime.
So. See, I'm still doing like the caffeine. It's not too late here yet. Although, friends, I need to repaint my nails, and I just realized I'm like, this looks so bad. It's so big on the screen.
I didn't notice it until you just put them up
Oh,
there.
I can notice it. I'm going out tonight for a friend's birthday. Okay, let's get into it. Your website. What is the website again?
www.emerykettle.com.
Emery Kettle. I like that you included the .com or the www. Okay, so let's
add some sass.
Let's add. You're just buying time. Hang on. Here we go. Okay, so that's.
Oh, so JFI, I use they them pronouns. Not that I expected you to know that, but I'm just sharing with you.
Did I misgender you? Thank you for letting me know.
I'm telling Sue.
Oh, Sue. Okay, perfect. Okay, so take me through your website. What are your questions specifically on your website? I see we have a pop-up coming up right away.
So I would say my question, like just stealing this person's question and using it for my own purposes.
Yeah.
I would say that I get a little wonky on my services, like how to work with me area.
Yeah.
And I part of it is that I think I'm still figuring out this piece of what do I want to be known for? Like, yeah. I know what I can offer. And so I'm trying to figure out a way to say, like, this is what is available with me. And as I'm like cutting my teeth on my early clients, I'm kind of figuring out which direction I can go. But in the meantime, it feels a little clunky. Mm-hmm. Like it's good, but it feels a little clunky. So
okay.
If you pull up that other page, I think you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'll get that. I do want to say, I do really like your pop-up.
Thanks.
Yes. And it's so funny, although I don't know if it looks the same on mobile. Does it look the same on mobile?
I think it's stacked on mobile.
but it's the same kind of, because I typically wouldn't recommend having a pop-up that comes up right away because we've had no time to build know, like, trust, right? And so people will often just shut it down and then kind of forget about it. But because you've really got it, like literally, I know exactly what I'm getting. It's got the check-ins. Like, I think it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah.
Nailed it. I spent so long on that thing.
Right?
Thank you.
Yes, no, it's good. The only thing I would love to see is if you have it again, a smaller version of it right here.
Oh, already all the way up at the top.
Yeah, we generally want to have it within that first kind of scroll.
So if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see there. So I should move that.
I maybe wouldn't. Okay, you can keep it there. It's just kind of nice when you have a quick little like. But you know what? I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say your homepage is very simple. So leave it as is because you have the pop up. You have this. Leave it as is. Okay. Leave it as is. Ignore what I said. Okay. So let's go to services. I'm just having a quick read here. Does this sound familiar? You know, the way you distracted your child wasn't ideal, but you had other options. But you didn't know. But this is not that you had other options. You panicked. You reacted. But you panicked. It was a panicked response, something like that. Okay.
I don't want to like focus on that piece. I actually intentionally selected that language because that's the language that my clients are using where they're like, I don't have any other way. So I did intentionally choose that. And that's one of those that like, I could easily go a different way on it.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel the need to change it.
Okay, then just leave it as is. Because I would say,
like,
but
I
you felt like
received
you
your
had to let it-
feedback,
Yeah.
but it, like, my choice was intentional.
Okay, then perfect. Then you can leave it. But are they saying options or saying way?
I guess that wouldn't be the word that I could. I don't think I could answer that one.
Okay, just okay. No, just leave it. Okay, so coaching workshop resources. We got testimonials. What do parent coaching look like? Most parents aren't even aware of parent coaching exists until now. I would love there to be something a little more feature focused here. So something, because you say, what does it look like? So I'm thinking like, we're going to meet on Zoom and we're going to talk about da, 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 da. So something a little bit more like the actual logistics of how the coaching works. Just add a few things in. Yeah. What is child coaching? So let me first, I'm sorry, I should be reading as I'm reading out loud. Let me first be super clear about something. I'm not a licensed therapist. The work I do with children is not therapy, but neither is it tutoring. It's something more focused and nuanced than that. Your child would be a great candidate. Oh, I don't like that word. Does your market say candidate? Your customer says candidate?
No.
Maybe say a great fit.
Yeah. Sure.
Or ready for one-on-one coaching.
If I'm being really honest, I don't think I'm not to a place where I'm getting folks just cold coming to my website. Yeah. So I'm less concerned about like the nuance of the content at this stage. And I'm more concerned about the 2 pages underneath my service page. So there's one that's for coaching and one that's for like workshops and resources. And that's where I feel like it get like here, I wonder if that's a little clunky.
No, I think it's good. Like that's what I was kind of looking at. Like I'm looking at this one going, no, because it's like coaching workshop resources. And then we have coaching. No, because parent coaching, child coaching, parent. No, it's not. I think it's perfect.
And then the next page would be the workshops page. So that's where it's like the workshops and resources.
This is clunky.
Thank you.
Yeah. so parenting and skill-based workshops, learning together through pertinent material.
Again, that's not.
I know.
I put copy down so that there's stuff. Yeah,
done is better than perfect.
It does not need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be anywhere near perfect right now because 95% of what's happening for me is word of mouth.
So here's how it works. So if you're kindergarten, school, or business, book a workshop. If you're parent, book a workshop. So I'm trying to get the flow. Request or host a workshop as a business, as a parent.
Those lead to the same place. Both of those buttons lead to the same place. Because the form tells me, like they will put it in the form.
Parenting and skill-based workshops, learning together. I'm trying to get the gist of the flow. Okay, so you know what I think is missing is who this is for. Like more obviously who this is for. As a kindergarten, school, or business, right? But then also a parent.
Yeah. So it's for groups. And the group, like I've done trainings in educational facilities for staff. I've done parent group workshops and educational facilities will host me for a mix of whoever is in their area.
Okay, I feel like I'm getting the gist of this. Okay, I needed a minute to wrap my brain around this. So I think that your workshops should go at the top.
Oh, okay. Like this is what's on.
Yes.
On the menu.
Like what you can do is like parenting and skill-based workshops, learning together. And you could say, if you're a kindergarten, school, business, or group of parents, you can book one of the following workshops. So we're losing all of this. Just lose all of this here. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. And then we're just going to go right into here.
Yes. Thank you.
And then the workshop pricing.
It's just by number.
Honestly, I would not put that on there. I would.
Why? I hate it when I go to other websites, other service provider websites, and they don't have transparent pricing. That bothers the crap out of me. It feels so inauthentic and so sneaky.
Typically for services and things, yes, but okay, so you can have this, because for things like workshops and speaking, it is not abnormal to have people inquire and then get a custom quote. But if you've got it right here, small group, medium group, whatever, then I just take this off. Why are we saying this? You don't need all this. Just take it off. Just only have this.
But then I can also just say, like, contact me for your custom quote starting at, or like, even this is the range. I can put the range, or just leave that little part, but I can say, like, contact me for a custom quote.
Yeah, like, do you have a topic you specifically need? Group yeah, you can in this little area, you could say, have a topic you want me to cover, have a group that you want me to, a bigger group that you want me to, whatever. So you can put that in there. And then I feel like this can then get moved up underneath this little blurb, right?
Yeah.
So the thing, this is who it's for. Here's the pricing. Then they're going to see these workshops. Then they're going to see testimonials, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, but you have this.
Yeah.
So why are you repeating it down here?
Down where?
Right here. Why is
it?
Oh,
you mean? Why do you rather? Why am I repeating it up top? Because I thought I needed the copy to go with it. Because
no, I would not. Yeah, you can drop this. You can just.
Yay! Thank you.
And then put this here. I don't know what to do. Check out where's. Yeah. So just scrap that. Move this up.
No, I'm scrapping the other part and keeping the bottom part, because the bottom part is way better.
Just get to the point, right? You're just getting to the point. I love it. Fantastic.
I'm so happy.
Otherwise, well done. Can I just make a hilarious joke about how I was seeing this this like meme thing about how like autistic people always focusing on the wrong part of the conversation? I feel like that's me. I'm like, I hate the word pertinent, and you're like, Lindsay, that's not what we're talking about. I'm like, I know, but I hate it. Okay, all right.
I'm still hoping to get in my other question. Let's go.
I know. We're gonna get there. Okay, I'm gonna kick you off stage. I'm gonna bring Sue on.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Sue, are you there? Come on stage. Let's get the next one up here. It was so clear. Yeah, it's good. Emery, the site's looking so fantastic. It's looking so good. So friends, while we wait for Sue to come up, were you seeing what I was talking about though? Like sometimes, like, it's good to have copy on our websites because Google uses that to be able to like give us the SEO, categorize us, send people our way. But sometimes we put too much copy on that people get lost in it. And in something like when you get to the point of your services, tell them the services. How much does it cost? What is included? What do they get? Right? Especially with like workshops, and then having a real clear like buy now or inquire button so folks can very easily take action on it. Right? Sue, what's up?
Hey, I'm just excited to be part of this group. Yeah. It's really amazing. Thank you.
You're so welcome. We're so glad you're here. What's Marie saying? Oh, only different. Okay, that's an old comment. Okay, Sue, what's your website?
Actually, I have many websites, so I just want to know which one would you prefer?
Which one do you want to do?
I don't know why I'm getting echo.
Did you turn the volume down on your YouTube? Yeah. So you need to go to YouTube where you're watching YouTube and hover so that little microphone icon thing, the little volume thing comes on, and hit mute. Did you figure it out?
Wait,
Oh, you're on mute now. Okay, Sue, I'm gonna take you off stage and I'm gonna bring you up after, okay? So and we're gonna go on to our next question. So what you need to do afterwards, unless you can figure it out now, is you have to mute the YouTube video. So not this. So you should be on a separate screen right now. Hang on, let me show you what I mean. You guys, I have the Ally McBeal
yeah, I'm
song.
fine. I did know. Yeah.
Okay, is it muted now?
Yeah.
Perfect, amazing. Okay, so now I just need to know what website I'm going to.
Okay. So I have a membership website, but I'm also creating DFI offers, and I'm really amazed the way you have your DFI offers. So maybe I think I can go for one of my DFI offer instead
Okay.
of the membership.
Well, you know what? While we're here, let's pull up your questions because I know we were talking website, but you've got some questions here. So why don't we go into that?
Yeah. So my question about selling, because I was impressed with your approach, because you are more into selling, and I am more like a passive seller, means I would like to create automated funnels like tripwire funnel, one-time offer funnel, and I would like just sale to happen passively. Even if I do email marketing sale, it is always I mention in my PS and the sale happens. And
Okay.
I was doing webinar, and I really thought I was really sucking it. Means it was I was somehow that was not my part. So I just want to change my mindset, because
Yeah.
I like passive sale, and it is happening, no doubt about it. But if I want to go into the high ticket offers, I have to have strategic calls. I have to have one-on-one call, and
Yeah.
that won't happen with just email marketing or just with tripwire funnel or one-time offer funnels. It won't happen. So I just want to, yeah. So I want to learn from you.
Okay. So first of all, Emery's asking a question for you just to clarify what you meant by DFI.
PS means basically just in newsletter, I write at the bottom PS, and I just mention my offers, and they convert really well, no doubt about it.
What
But
did you mean when you said DFI?
no, PS section.
Okay, cool. All right. So I just want to clarify that there are people who sell high ticket items without ever having a sales call. Like think about like Marie Forleo, Amy Porterfield, Stu McLaren, like Jenna Kutcher, all those like big online marketers, they sell multi-$1,000 programs without ever talking to a single person, right?
Oh.
So it is done. It is done. It's just that these are people who spend an entire year building up their email list, nurturing them, using content marketing, really building up their authority, and who have a giant reach, right? And who do a lot of collaborations and affiliate marketing and things to build that authority and build that know, like, trust. So it's not impossible. People do it and they make millions of dollars doing it. That's not a strategy that's going to work for somebody who is new and who doesn't have that authority, doesn't have those connections, doesn't have that size of list yet, right? So that is maybe potentially a future strategy. But if you're wanting to sell something that is a higher value item, you're going to most likely need to have a sales call. Very different than, like, let's say a low ticket like a course or a membership, where you most likely won't have a sales call. Also, it wouldn't make sense for you from a business perspective, because it would be too expensive for you to have calls with everybody for a $9 or $20 item, right? So if you think about this idea of passive, right? Because you mentioned passive. So there's a saying in business that passive income is anything but passive. All right. So we have to understand that passive income still takes a lot of work to sell. Passive revenue streams, I'll say, passive revenue streams. But what makes them passive is that you are not directly exchanging time for money. Okay. You're not saying, I have a 1 hour coaching session with somebody and I get this much paid for that 1 hour. What makes it passive is that you do the work once. Like for my membership, I record the script, I record the thing, I put it up, and everybody gets it all at once. I'm not sending it to each person individually. So that's what gives you that passive idea. We also call that one-to-many, right? A one-to-many offering. So if we want to think, okay, so I can create that, but Lindsay said it's anything but passive, then that's where the marketing comes in. And we have to be doing the content creating, the public speaking, right? Potentially networking, depending on if we want to get referral partners or affiliate partners, or open up opportunities to get on stages to sell, right? So that's where the work comes in. So with your membership, what is your membership?
My membership is based on PLR and MRR products, and the second pillar is collaboration. But I have some other elements also, like I have e-courses and AI resources. But the main pillars are MRR, PLR products, and collaboration. Those are
Do
my main.
Do you have a website?
I have a website, yeah. Where should I put it?
Can you throw it in the private chat or in the main chat if you're able to access
just
that?
put it, yeah. Yeah, I put it in the main chat.
Okay, I don't see it. Hang on, let me see if you included it in your thing. No, I only have your LinkedIn membership or your LinkedIn link.
Oh, okay.
I only have your LinkedIn. Okay. Can you see where it says private chat on the bottom of the window?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can you share it there? Just
Yeah.
a quick note, folks. Remember to please, when you submit questions, if there's things you want me to look at, you include the link in your form so I can easily grab them. All right, let's go. So we have new beginning. I'm going to share my screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here we go. New beginning. So we have solopreneurs all-in-one hub for growth, support, and collaborations. New beginning, success, collaboration, membership. So these are all the things that people get. Supercharge your business growth with our unique quick launch and fast money method. Join now. Okay. So I don't quite get what you do yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who's your customer?
Aspiring entrepreneurs, budding solopreneurs. So people who are really struggling to monetize their digitals, because see, my digitals are really getting monetized. Means I'm really good at low ticket and mid ticket offers, and
Okay.
yeah. So I'm just teaching whatever I know.
Okay, so you're telling me you're good at creating low ticket offers or at marketing and selling low ticket offers?
They can create also, but if they don't want to create their own digital products, I provide them MRR and PLR products.
Yeah, that's what I'm not sure what MRR and PLR is.
Okay, MRR means master resale rights, means they can just take the products which I have already created and they can use as their own. And
Okay.
PLR means they can take the products which I have already created, but they can brand to their brand, and then they can sell it. So that if they don't want to spend time creating the products, they can just take the ready-made products from.
Okay, so essentially what this is a digital product reseller hub.
Yeah, you can say so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that you need to be more clear on that, because to me, this sounds like you're going to help people create things, but actually what you're doing is you're saying, hey, I have products. Why don't you sell them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they keep 100% of the profit, means I'm not asking for any commission or anything.
Yeah. So then what I would do is I would really think about your branding from a different perspective potentially, and looking at this more of a like I don't know if MRR and PLR, I don't know if that's what people say, or do they use the full name?
No, the MRR is not that much known, because if you even search in the chat GPT or Google, it says monthly recurring revenue. They don't come up with master resale rights. So MRR is not that much known, but
Okay.
PLR is very established one.
Okay. So
PLR is very established.
the reason I say that is because if you say MRR and people don't know what that means, then why are you saying it, right?
Okay,
So
then I should be saying that, yeah.
then you should be saying master reseller rights, yeah. And so, you might almost want to say something like, have you heard about master reseller rights business models and are curious about starting your own? Are you great at marketing, sales, and creating content and funnels, but don't have anything of your own to sell yet? This might be the right solution for you. And then you could do maybe a little education on what MRR and PLR is and say, I would have examples of other people marketing and selling your products and say, like, here's Tiff, and here's how Tiff sells this blah, blah, blah course. And here's John, and here's how John sells this program. So like, I think you need to be really clear on like what it is that people are doing with this.
Can
right?
I tell you an experience with my audience? My audience absolutely have no idea about even the selling. Means they don't know anything about the funnels or email marketing. So I guide them and I teach them in that area what I have been doing and where I got success. So I cannot ask them that, okay, do you know funnels and all? Because everyone I came across, they had no idea. They just wanted to make money with digital products. So they bought some PLR, and each PLR is just accumulating digital dust.
Okay.
So I just
wonderful.
want them to.
I love that. Okay. So then say that, right? Say, did you
Okay.
buy an MRR or PLR and it's collecting dust?
Yeah.
Let me show you how to market it. So that's what I'm getting at.
Yes.
There is because when you get a site that has this much information, I'm reading this going, I don't even know where to begin. I'm so confused. There's so much. So what I want you to do, and there's this thing that we do when we're marketing, which is that we talk around what we're trying to say instead of getting right to the point. So I want you to say, are you wanting to make extra money and get involved with MRR and PLR? But I want you to use the full phrase. You've purchased some products, they're collecting dust. Now what? Let me show you how to make a sales funnel, right? And let me show you how to sell these products. Because now I see what you're saying. We have one where you provide the products and one where you teach them how to sell the products, whether or not they're purchasing yours. Yeah. So you just need to really be clear on that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. And
because that was my concern, because I really thought my messaging was not right. Yeah. So
it's not. Yeah, you're right. It's not right.
Yeah.
So that's such a great thing. So friends, everybody across the board, remember, like, you gotta say it, or this is the problem that you're having. This is what we do. We sometimes get so caught up in trying to talk like a marketer, right, that we lose the plot of what we're trying to say. So if you ever feel like that, I want you to hit pause. I want you to stop, and I want you to go, what am I trying to say? And just write it in plain language. You're always going to get further ahead writing things in plain language.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. All right. I'm going to move us on to the next question. And if we have time, we can come back to some more of yours, because we might do a Black Friday brainstorming. Like, I might have an actual conversation with everybody in that one after. I like your Black Friday question. So I think we'll collectively talk about that after. Amazing. Thank you so much, Sue. I'm going to let you see yourself off the stage and come back and join us in the main YouTube room. Thank you so much. All right. The next one we have is Megan. Whoops. Hang on. Where are we at, Megan? We got, how do you provide value and sell at the same time? So come on up and join me on stage. And then I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on what we just talked about. Marie, to your point about always being confused with acronyms. Exactly. Right. That's where we have to always ask ourselves, is the person who's reading this going to know what I mean? right? Do they know what I mean? And if not, then I have to use plain language. I have to watch the jargon. We typically want to avoid jargon, tech talk, industry talk, and just use plain language. The only time where that would potentially change is if you are really marketing to a specific audience and they are looking for that tech talk. They're looking for the jargon. They are typing into SEO, into Google, that jargon. Otherwise, use plain language. All right. I love it. I love it. Okay. Whoops, hang on. Where's my chat? There we go. I'm still getting used to like all the little nooks and crannies, all the little buttons here. I keep making everyone disappear. All right, Megan, are you coming on? Hopefully you're still here with us. I want to talk about how to provide value and sell at the same time. And also as a follow-up question. Then Marie, we're going to get to yours next. Transitioning away from being a content creator and starting to own my identity as a coach. And I'm feeling like my socials aren't nearly as valuable anymore. And I'm not sure what's going to keep people sticking around. Great question. Great question. All right. Come on up. Hopefully we haven't lost you to go and start tinkering around with your website here. All right. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds, maybe another 10 seconds. And if not, then we'll move on to the next question and we can catch you after. While we're waiting for Megan to come on up, we have our workshop happening October 30th. We got our, what's it called? Our goal setting diversity. We're going to talk about different types of goal setting for different brains and different lifestyles. So come and save your seat for that if you haven't already. The other thing I'm going to share real quick is our year-end debrief. I know it's not quite there. We got to first get through. Halloween, Thanksgiving if you're in the US still. We've already had ours up in Canada, but the year-end debrief. This is my big end of year planning session where we like break down what the heck happened in your businesses and get to work. Megan, what's up? We've changed locations. How are you doing?
I am good.
Okay, your question. How do you provide value and sell at the same time? And that is such a great point about like making that switch from more into coach and less into content creator, although both can coexist. So tell me what you're thinking.
I just feel like in the past, my content has been like all about the value. Let me do education. Let me, just really provide the value. Whereas I'm trying to focus more on like, okay, I'm a coach, because I think people honestly didn't even know I was a coach. Yeah. And I want to make sure that there's a reason to still follow me, I guess.
Okay, I love it. Okay, so do you think that the topics that you coach around are going to be drastically different than the content you've been creating?
Probably not, no.
So the content that you're creating is going to still be the same, right?
Yeah.
Except for now we're just going to incorporate, if you want more, are you ready to get support? Do you want to work with me? Right? We're going to just be moving people, get on my email list. So what we're going to use is using that same content that you're creating, except for there's going to be calls to action.
Yeah, I mean, there were calls to action in the past. I think it was so education heavy. And we talked about this on the last hot seat, where you were like, you need to stop teaching people to expect everything for free from you. Yeah. And so I'm just trying to find that new balance of like, okay, you can't have everything in the kitchen sink for free. Like you do have to come work with me if you want this kind of level of support, but still offering them something enough to get them in the door.
Yes. So when we think of content creation in this capacity, it is less about the detailed how-tos and more about the higher level why.
Okay.
Right? So like, why do we want email marketing? Do you want to start email marketing? Purchase my email marketing course. right? Why do we need to focus on, I don't know, like focus on selling? You know, these are the areas that we have around fear of selling. These are the areas that we have around selling online versus selling in person. So we can do the like the why and the high level stuff. And then it's like, do you want to learn how? So for you, really, I want you to think about what are the high level whys, the theory around things. And then when it's like, okay, if you want to learn the skills or you want to get the support or you want to take that next step, let's talk.
Okay. No, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I can do that, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just remember, and we don't want to have calls to action with every post. Like we still want to have that like, you know, provide value, but we still want to create community. We still want to share our expertise, right? But we do want to make sure we're having more calls to action that are very clear. Generally, it's going to be get on my email list, right? Like get my lead magnet, join this workshop, whatever it is, like get on the email list, whatever that top of funnel is. Or it's going to be things like book a call, you know, or it's going to be like buy my Black Friday sale, like whatever it is, but you're going to have generally an email list, book a call, make a purchase, right?
Yeah. Okay. It's just like finding that sweet spot, I guess. I feel like maybe I swung too far the other way. So, okay.
Yeah. Well, and I think the search, the quest for a sweet spot, just ignore it. That's not a thing.
Okay.
Like, you know, it's not a thing. Just create content, have a call to action. And just watch when you are going too detailed to go, wait a minute, this is what somebody would normally pay for. Let's bring this back to high level. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, that totally makes sense.
Yeah. Sweet. Awesome. Easy peasy. Did you have anything on? Did you have 2 questions?
Oh, I don't remember. Maybe.
No, you didn't. This was the only question. But if you have more, you can come back and ask.
Okay. Thank you.
You're so welcome. I love this. So you know what I'm loving about this new restream here is that I can take people down off the stage while they figure out how to leave. It's really cool. I think you could do the same with StreamYard. Emery, it's taking all of you to focus and not go to your website. You could do both. Okay, Marie, we're gonna move to you. We're gonna move to your question. You guys, cracking me up. All right, so we have how to do follow-ups with people, like how often to keep in contact with them. Yup. I love this question. We've been talking about this one a lot actually recently. It's been a lot of people. You know why we've been talking about this question a lot? Because y'all have been listening and doing your networking. And so now we're getting this question coming through of how often should I follow up? Fantastic. And then the other thing too is the next question we're going to be going into when we're done with Marie. Marie's got a couple of questions. And then Rachel, we're going to be moving over to yours. So you can go ahead and I think you should be able to join us on stage and just hang out in the waiting room. And then we will get into it together. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm great.
Nice. You gotta can you move your camera down so that the thing isn't cutting off your face? Yeah, there we go. All right. How are you? How are things?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm just really thinking about because I got those first connections and first networking stuff. So now I'm thinking I should probably build some kind of calendar, when to do follow-ups and and how to do that.
So there are, if for folks that are interested, there are what are called CRMs, which they're basically customer management software. It's where you put people in and where they at in the sales journey, right? And putting in follow-ups and notes. So you can do that. There are many that'll be low cost to high cost. If that's your jam, you could also just create a Google spreadsheet.
Yeah, that's probably my thing. Or then actually paper and pen.
Yeah, exactly. Or that too. Every time I've tried using a CRM, I have found the whole thing so overwhelming and rife with so much busy work. I was like, forget this.
Yeah,
I'll have a spreadsheet.
And this is actually more with networking than actual clients.
But you can use it for the same thing because it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
it's just a way of keeping track of everybody. But you can have a spreadsheet too. What is nice with having a spreadsheet is you can have columns like how did we meet, what is their website and phone number and all that, like email address, what are our next step, where's the potential for us to do collaborations together, right? So it's just kind of a cool way, and then you can like track every time you've talked to them. You can be like, we talked March 15th, we talked April 18th, here's what we talked about. So it is kind of a nice way if you're doing a lot of networking, and if you're like me, like sometimes I forget what we even talked about.
Yeah, I
So
totally forget.
right? So it's a great way to keep track of that. And by the way, if you happen to be working with an assistant, that's as simple as sending a voice note. Hey, please add this to the spreadsheet, and then they'll do it for you. But with
Yeah, that's gonna be a
AI,
luxury in the future.
right? Well, and this is also just, again, we're going to get to the follow-up question in a second, but I'm just kind of brainstorming here because there is also like, that's where I love having note takers. Like I've talked before, like I use Otter AI, and at the end of a call, I just click a button that says write a follow-up email, and it will like summarize everything and put actionables, and it will create a follow-up email for me. And then I can also say, tell me the highlights of this, and I can copy that and paste it into a spreadsheet. So it just means I don't have to remember everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but following up with people. Okay. So how do we follow up? How do we keep in contact? I'm going to share a couple points that I'm going to open it up for you to continue to go into this question. The first thing I'm always going to recommend, always, is whenever you're on a call, have a built-in follow-up, right? So end the call with, should we do another call again? Maybe should I reach out to you in 3 months? Let's book another call, right? Or a month, whatever you want that to be, right? Or, okay, I'm going to send you this referral agreement, and you're going to send me yours. And then we'll touch base on that in 2 weeks to talk about a strategy. Like, so just have that built into your conversations. Folks, you can tell me in the chat if you do that. That's something that a lot of people forget. They just lose that. They end the call, and then they're like, now this is awkward. What do I do?
Yeah, and I think I have that like introverted energy, and then speaking no foreign language. So after every call, I'm like, okay, I'm so done here. But then I should like come back.
Exactly. And so one of the things that I do that helps me, not as much anymore, but what I used to do is I would have like, friends, again, this is so neurodivergent. I would have the sort of layout of how I like to do my calls, right? My intro, what we're talking about, what I want us to make sure we cover, and then a next step section. And then I would actually even take notes as I'm talking, because it helps me not miss things and then get off that call and go, oh, shoot, I forgot to do this.
Yeah.
Right. So do that if it helps.
Yeah, I'm doing that like in a way, but yeah.
So in terms of perfect, and in terms of how often, it depends. That entirely depends on the person. So can you give me some examples? Let's use some real examples here.
Yeah, well, I'm really thinking about this local networking group in this city. Because at first, because they just started it, so that's kind of a good group for me, I think, because we're at the same stage. Like everyone wants to get to know everyone, but now, yeah, they were supposed to have like weekly meetings, but now there aren't. And when they had one a week or something, so I couldn't get to it. So I'm kind of thinking like, okay, because I was thinking like once a month with local people would be good. But yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so that's too general. Like, okay, so for example, if I have somebody who they are a business bestie, and whenever we talk, we really level each other up. We're always kind of like, we're thinking bigger together. This is somebody that I want to talk to at least once a month, because it fuels both of us and fills both of us, right? And so that's going to be like once a month. We're exchanging our Calendly links. We're booking in for each other's calendar, and we're getting into it, right? Now, let's say it's a connection at an organization where I'm actively involved. I do trainings, I do speaking, but it's not like a day-to-day thing, right? So I might say every 3 months, I might make sure to send an email to, hey, what's going on? What are you guys working on? Do you have time for a quick catch-up call? Right?
Okay.
That might be like every quarter, or maybe every 4 months. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's really, if it's a potential customer or client or a collaborator, I'm going to probably have that built-in follow-up call. But if not, I will probably reach out, in accordance with whatever we've got planned. So if we were going to be referral partners, I would say, I'm going to send you the agreement, and let's touch base in a couple of weeks and talk about a strategy around this.
Yeah.
So you can see it's not like a blanket rule. It's
Yeah.
depends on what the relationship is. So in me saying that, does that make you think of anyone more specific?
Well, maybe it's like the difficulty of like making all of these new connections because all of them are new, and I don't know like what will develop like in time. So
Yeah.
so I think it's more clear when I'm doing like collaboration with like Emery, for example, or talking with Nita. I know that okay, weekly is kind of good.
Yeah.
But then when there are like new connections, so I kind of like get somewhat like lost maybe because I want to be like active, but I don't want to be pushy.
Yes. So then what I suggest is if whether you're going to do a spreadsheet or written note or have a Google Doc or whatever, before you have the call with them, I want you to be keeping notes of why you want to have the call, why you want to stay connected. You know, as you're talking, you can make a note of potential collaborations. You know what I mean? Like what is there to be massaged? Or is it literally just I just really like talking to you, and so we're just gonna have a check-in as business friends.
Yeah.
So I think by having a Google Doc of some sort and tracking that, it will guide you in how often you should be connecting as you get to know people. Because it's not always obvious right up front what we could be collaborating on.
That's the thing.
Yeah. But as you talk to them, so then I would have
Yeah.
again, whether it's an Excel or a Google Doc, whatever you want, keep track of it. And I also just want to say, don't overthink it. Like, do you know what I mean? Don't overthink it.
Yeah, I think it's like the easiest that, okay, who am I having like really good vibes with? So then I know that I will be like automatically really active, and I think that works well. But yeah, this was helpful. I will be making like more notes and like keeping like intentions in mind.
I love it. And well, you also asked another question. Let's get into that one too. Right?
Yeah.
So how to provide value for the network that is more connections, not clients. Yes. So tell me what you're envisioning for connections versus clients there.
Well, I've kind of like, because I'm like building like connections with other like solo entrepreneurs or small business owners and stuff like that. But it's usually like they're steps ahead of me. So, and I'm in a new country. So it's not really easy for me to think about like, okay, what can I offer for them?
So I think that's such an important point you just brought up. What can I offer to them? I'm new. They can help me. I can't help them. I think just reframing friendship and connection as not transactional, right? As just like we're vibing and we enjoy each other's company, and that can be enough.
Yeah.
Right.
With some it's enough, but I don't feel like it's enough with like other people. But then I don't know, like, are they like too busy to make even like new connections? Like too busy in their own business that they don't actually kind of like need new connections?
It's hard without an example because it's just we're talking in generality.
Because this is what keeps happening because I'm making so many new connections that everything's kind of blurry.
Yeah. Wait, hang on, Emery. What are you saying? Not true to? Yes, to what Lindsay is saying. Also, Emery also was like, "Wow."
I'm like, Emery, explain yourself. Like, yeah.
So yeah, like let's say that you were to reach out to me. We're at two vastly different places in our business. We don't know each other. We're not working together. You reach out to me.
Yeah.
Why would you want to reach out to me?
Well, of course, I have in mind that I would like to have like more clients at some point. I would like to do like maybe some kind of collaboration, get more visibility, maybe do something together. But like I said, I don't know like what are the different kinds of like partnerships or like collaboration that people can do because I'm not that familiar with them.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm ready to do something together, but I don't know what that something is.
Yes. Okay. So great. Fantastic. Book a call. Say, you know, if you could, if let's say that you don't have a calendar link, you could reach out to someone like me and say, Lindsay, I dig your vibe. I love what you're doing. I don't know what I'm thinking of yet, but if you're open to it, I'd love to have a call and see if there's some fun things we can work on together. Fun collabs, referral partnership, do a YouTube live together. I'd love to just explore. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Or that's one direction. Another direction could be, Lindsay, I love your vibe. if you have time, are you up for, are you in new business friend mode? Can we connect up? I'd love to be business friends.
Yeah. Okay, I like that wording. Yeah.
Right? Yes. And then what else is there? You could also say, Lindsay, I meet a lot of people who I think need your services, and I have a feeling you probably know a lot of people that need mine. Do you do referral partnerships? Are you up for a call?
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So you can see there's so many ways to approach it. It's just understanding for yourself why you are wanting to build a relationship.
Yeah.
And wanting to be business friends is an okay reason to reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
Right? And then once you get talking, then there is that, oh, we could totally collaborate on this. You're allowed to let that come out in the process, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was helpful for me, like hearing like different kind of like phrases, like how to say it.
Yes. And Emery's kicking your butt too, by the way, there.
Yeah, I know.
Not true. You do provide value.
Emery, we are doing collaboration at the moment, so that's probably the reason that I did figure it out then, like together with you. But okay, I will give the stage to someone else now. Thank you.
Perfect. Amazing. Thank you so much. All right. We'll see you soon, Marie. Okay, Rachel, if you are there, come up and join me on stage. I love when I'm not the only one kicking butts, you guys. Thank you. Also, I'm going to quickly share. We're going to wait for Rachel to come up, and then I wanted to quickly share what who posted the to-do-ist. Emery. I shared the link in there for anyone that wants it. This is it here. I've actually not seen this one yet. Hang on. How do I do this? There we go. Let me turn this off real quick. Okay. Whoops. Okay. There, we can see that, right? So this is kind of cool. Organize your work and life finally. Simplify life for both you and your team. Tell me what you love. Emery, if you're still with us, tell me what you love about this. Chapter tasks at the speed of thought. Stay organized and focused. Simplify your planning. I do like that it's for life and biz. Well, you know I love a nerdy organizational app, so I'm going to take a nice big look at this one. A task manager you can trust. Ooh, I'm going to have a deeper look at that. Whoops, what was that? Oh, the follow-up scripts. Oh, good. I'm so glad they were helpful for you. So it's essentially like Trello, but it syncs to your Google Calendar if you want to as well. Nice. And is infinitely customizable. Okay, very cool. Well, for those who are into this, please enjoy. I love that. What? Has anyone tried using Satsuma? Yeah, Lily, that came up when I typed in Todoist. Satsuma came up. That was like the number one thing. So I'm guessing that they're going to just go ahead and leverage that. There's the one that came up. Sunsama. Now I can't say it. Sunsama versus Todoist. Oh, that's sexy, guys. That is sexy. What are you saying here, Megan? If you like nerdy task management, I'm loving X-Tiles. Ooh, X-Tiles. What is that? Here, I posted the link, right? Let me type in X-Tiles. I feel like, you know how this month, we are doing our goal setting diversity workshop. I feel like we need one that's like an organizer, task manager, diversity one, you know? So this is X-Tiles. I just shared the link. Satsuma. Isn't that like a orange or something? Isn't that a fruit? Your ideas, your rules. A collaborative workspace that adapts to the way you think. Oh, this is like Asana to me too. It's like if Notion and Miro had a baby, bringing all your work together. Oh, this is cool. And then we have another one here from Megan. We have, what is it? Digital bullet journal. Oh, it's like a digital bullet journal. Yeah. I remember back in the day when I was watching How to ADHD, she was talking about bullet journaling and why it's so good for neurodiverse people or ADHD people. And I tried it and I was like, I hate this. I couldn't even get past the prep stage of it. I'm like, this is definitely not my jam. Okay, I'm guessing that Rachel isn't here. Let me see if I can answer Rachel's question without them being here. All right. Do you have any networking tips for someone with a fairly hefty dose of social anxiety? I'm pushing myself to go more visible, but it is hard. Okay. Yes. Do I have networking tips for someone with a fairly hefty dose of social anxiety? Okay. So there are certain things that is the same is for you around the bullet journaling or around the hefty dose of social anxiety. Let me know. There's this thing, right? We talk about things like exposure therapy or expanding your window of tolerance, right? Or I talk about building that endurance muscle for capacity output, right? There's these things that we can do that, hang on, I'm gonna close. I can see my internet's lagging a bit here, that we can do to expand that stuff. And then there are certain conditions where it doesn't matter what we do, we won't be able to ever expand beyond where we're at now, right? And so if you're somebody who is noticing you have a lot of social anxiety and nothing you do is going to change that, I just want to really acknowledge that. Like we can be made to feel bad if we are not able to be different than what we are, right? And if that's how your brain is, that's how it is. And so I want to preface it with that. So if it's not something you can expand your window of tolerance on, if it's not something that you can build up an endurance around, then you really do have to think about how to do it in a way that's going to not completely destroy you, not to be melodramatic. So I would say you might want to stick like if it's going to events, that's a struggle, then you might want to stick with networking online, right? Getting into people's DMs, inviting them to a call and having a call, like a Zoom or a phone call or whatever, right? If even that is too much, you can maybe just go into the DMs and send voice notes with people. What I'm always just so cognizant of, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, is that because I'm somebody with a lot of anxiety, like 24/7 anxiety. It's always there. Like when I go networking, I have anxiety. When I talk to people, I have anxiety. It's just always there. It's just that I learn how to manage it. And honestly, some of the times not listen to it, which I know probably sounds weird, but I'm like, yeah, I see you. I'm not listening to you. I'm not letting you rule me. I'm going to do this thing. Right. So that's because I've seen what happens to people as they get older who have an unchecked phobia or anxiety condition that they're not working with or working on, and how it keeps them trapped in their homes and isolated, and it makes their world smaller and smaller and smaller. So I think my point to that is that I don't want to push you to do something that's unhealthy for you. And if you do have capacity to improve the conditions, I really encourage you to do that. So what that would look like from an in-person networking perspective is pick smaller things. Don't go to giant things. And if you have to go to something that's busy, stick to the outside edges, right? I like whenever I'm doing something that has a lot of, it's causing a lot of anxiety in me, I give myself permission to just do the smallest possible. So it's like, okay, I'm going to this conference and it's going to be packed with people and it's going to be so noisy. I'm going to be so overstimulated. It's going to be so much. Okay, Linz, you're going to go and you're going to talk to 5 people. And it's going to be these five people or 5 industries or 5 types of professionals, because this is who you're looking for. And you're going to talk to them, and then you're going to give yourself permission to step outside. And if you want to go, you can go. And if you are able to kind of calm down the anxiety, you can go back in, right? So like, I give yourself permission to do the minimum and give yourself an out. And then sometimes just having that out, it allows you to take a break and then go back in. Does that make sense? I'm kind of talking all over the place on this one. This is where it's a little bit hard when I don't have folks that I can use examples with. So I'm just kind of shooting the breeze. Anyone's welcome to come join me on stage if you want to talk about this as well. Marie, best in real life networking for me at the moment, going to local walking group with my super happy, cute dog. All the focus is on the dog. Yeah, no kidding, right? So like, if I have to network, something I won't typically go to is things that are like, things where people are seated and watching some kind of speaker and there's no networking time, because I won't go to that, because to me that's a whole lot of anxiety and stimulation for something to just sit and watch somebody. I want to meet people and then get out of there, right? So like, it's like really about picking the right place. Okay, I have chronically unaliving thoughts. Just a bit of a content warning there for folks that are persistent. I probably should have given that first. Sorry, guys. That are persistent and honestly at this point annoying. I treat them like a cranky toddler. Of course, I'm going to try to help, but they don't ruin my day. Yeah, as somebody who also struggles with that minute by minute, day by day, you've heard me say it before. I'm stubborn as hell. I'm stubborn as hell. And so I understand the difference between like alarm bells going off. Hey, this person's giving you the ick. This person's kind of creepy, or this situation is really out of alignment, or something feels wrong here. Like understanding the difference between very real alarm bells and things I need to pay attention to, and just my brain being a dick and being like, yo, nope. I hear ya, but you're not real. Go away, right? Can I also say, just this is like my I guess my weekly reminder, my monthly reminder to get off social media. Like post. If you must, post, right? Connect with people in the DMs. Don't scroll. Please stop doom scrolling. You want to improve your mental health as fast as possible, your anxiety as fast as possible, your intrusive thoughts as fast as possible. Stop doom scrolling. Don't get away from your phone as much as possible, right? Talk to people, have a life. I say that flippantly, but I'm not kidding. We put so much stuff in our brains all day, every day, that is causing harm, that is causing such extreme anxiety and hopelessness and disconnection and like fighting. Like when you stop going on social media, you start to realize all these things that people fight about online are so not a big deal. Like or are, but it's not your fight. But like we get so worked up over things that are like not our things, right? Yes. Okay, good. Is that making sense, Lily? I like that. I have less anxiety when I have a specific role. The example at zine fairs being behind a stall, selling and trading your zines rather than just walking around. Yes. I never go to Pride events unless I'm a volunteer, because I'm in one location doing a job, right? People come to me, and so I get to be in the energy of it without the overwhelm. I totally agree with that. Have a job, have a volunteer somewhere if that helps, right? Have a role. Right? Yeah, I love that idea. I have one account that I keep free of the doom. It's pure fun that helps. That way I can scroll without anxiety. Scrolling still has an impact, even if it's positive things. There's some interesting information coming out about how, especially if you're somebody who struggles with getting enough dopamine or your brain releasing dopamine, how scrolling uses up all your dopamine. And so that's why it could feel like you're not motivated and it's hard to do things. Scrolling takes a lot of dopamine. It uses it up a lot. Scrolling, there's a reason why all the people who develop this tech and apps and these platforms don't let their kids on it. And they don't do it. Like there's it's not, I'm not getting into a health lesson, but I'm just going to say, it's probably because I'm watching Ally McBeal that I'm having flashbacks to when people just really didn't have cell phones and there was definitely no social media and they didn't really have TVs and everyone just talked to each other and had dinner parties and went out and did things. Like scrolling has taken over our lives. We spend hours a day. At the end of a lifetime, it will be years of our lives not connecting with physical human beings, right? Not doing hobbies, not doing things. So even though it's maybe happy content, it is still having a negative effect. I feel like I'm preaching and I don't want to preach. I just want to, Nita, booyah. Nina coming in with the booyah. Also good to see you here. I don't want to preach at you. I'm just saying you live your life how you want to live your life. But that phone detox, that social detox is legit. You will notice a difference. If we can, instead of scrolling, if we can call a friend, you're going to notice a difference, right? Yes. Volunteering is a great way. Yes. I love that. Yeah. Many of the people don't let their kids have smartphones or TV. Yeah. You're here for the sermon. Good. I feel bad. I don't want to preach at you, but it's legit, right? And this is where we talk about things like our mental health takes our active participation, right? It's an inside job. It is a hands-on, you got to be in the game. And so I take my mental health really seriously because, as Tiff said, I do have those kinds of thoughts. And so I take it very seriously. And then also that bleeds into my business, because if I'm at an all-time high anxiety, if my dopamine is run out, if I'm feeling depressed and isolated and disconnected, all of that's going to affect my business, right? Yes, but also I've met some amazing folks. Exactly. But not from scrolling, to be fair. Exactly. Another case of y'all telling on yourselves. Exactly. Use social media to connect with people, right? If you come across somebody, whether it's a podcast, you see them speak, or you do scroll and you happen to find them, connect with them. To the point with Marie, right? Send them a DM. Hey, do you want to connect? Would love to get to know you. Right? Use it for connecting. When I'm on social media, Nita knows this, it's pretty much just sending voice notes back and forth to people or connecting with people and chatting, right? Having that human connection. I especially love the voice notes because it gives us that human connection, right? It's way different than sending a text message, or like a DM message. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so back to the networking points. So we have this idea of, first of all, managing your anxiety as much as you can, managing your stress, managing all those things, giving yourself permission to just do a little tiny bit and then taking a break or ending the networking opportunity. I remember at the beginning of this call, I said that one of the things I experienced after realizing that I was autistic was the deep embarrassment of how I've been being perceived my whole life. I will never forget this. I had met someone at a party and we went for a coffee together, right? In Vancouver, we're going for a coffee. And at a certain point, my battery was just done. And I just was like, okay, well, it was really great to know you. I think I'm going to head out. And she was like, okay. She didn't know what to do. It was so abrupt. But that's just how I am. Like, okay, I'm done. Like, I got to go. And that being okay. You know what I mean? That being okay. Like when your social battery is done, is done. But just know yourself and know know yourself and your capacity, but don't be afraid to stretch your capacity. Anyways, what do you say? Oh yeah, my DMs are open. Heck yeah, your DMs are open. What else we got here? Some Canadians see me as freaky for sending voice notes. Man, they're not your people. If it's somebody who's new to me, I might say, hey, it's so glad to be connecting. I'm going to send you a quick voice note to say hi. So I will send that because I do think it's weird to get a voice note as your first point of contact from a total stranger. I might be like, what are they going to say? There are some weirdos out there, guys. So I might be like, hey, going to send you a quick voice note. Excited we're connecting. And then be like, then I would send a voice note. And the voice note, I try not to make it too long. I try to just do a quick intro. Hey, this is me. And I'm so glad we've connected. And I was having a peek at your thing. And I love this thing. And what's up? How are things? How's your week going? Just like really gentle, and then let that conversation kind of go. Lily, yes, there's rarely an early low battery warning. It's just, whoop, I gotta go. It's so true. I'm just like you. Actually, I saw a really great like little kind of like meme graphic thing that talked about like when you're in an area with like super duper sensory overwhelm, that battery drops so fast. Whereas when it's a more chill, sensory zone, the battery slowly depletes. Yep. I love that. Okay, fantastic, friends. Oh, hang on, Megan. And also, any last questions, throw them in the thing because we're going to wrap up here. In my college club, people knew if I suddenly disappeared or if they couldn't find me, I was in a dark room lying on the floor. Yeah. How no one knew. Yep. I remember reading a quiz in like a Cosmo or a Self or something like that 20 plus years ago. And this is when we started to talk about HSP, highly sensitive person or personality, and that started to become popular. which again, now we know is its own thing, but also is usually related to people who are autistic. But that was one of the quiz questions is, do you find that you need to just go to a quiet, dark room and be by yourself and just like, power down? And I was like, yeah, doesn't everybody? Like, yeah. It's like more like all the time. I just need the world to stop for a minute. Sweet. All right, let me go see. I think we've answered all the questions today. Oh, the only one we didn't talk about was Black Friday. Anybody here want to talk about Black Friday? We can stay on for a few more minutes and just kind of cover this one. What are y'all doing for Black Friday? Are you doing something for Black Friday? Are you opposed to Black Friday? For those on my email list, I sent out an email, I think last week, and I gave you all 3 options to choose from. And I'd asked which Black Friday offer would be most appealing to you. And so far, I think I might be doing a half price business audit. It looks like that's the winner. So I might be selling a handful of those. I love doing Black Friday sales, and it's usually just like a 48-hour sale. And it's something like it might be like a 2-for-1 on coaching, or like a half price something. I love just doing like a really dramatic sale for just 48 hours. And I usually limit how many I'll sell. It's just a real fun thing. Questions. Struggling to find the right RJs to focus on. Overwhelmed with all my ideas and not sure which will sell best. Okay, Emery, networking. I'm going to tell you right now, stop feeling overwhelmed to start networking. Start networking. You can network. If you guys remember the four types of people we want to network, right? Potential customers and clients. So that means we're getting into spaces where our potential customers and clients are hanging out, whether that's online or in person at events and things, or online somewhere like a Facebook group, or, a summit of some sort, or some sort of organization. So networking with potential customers and clients. There's the referral partners and collaborators. So people who share your audience, share your clientele, but do different work. Where can you be connecting with them to explore referral partnerships, collaborations, maybe, getting on some podcasts, things like that. There are other leaders in like organizations where you would love to connect, to maybe go in and do some speaking, get on a stage, get some introductions. And then finally, number 4 is business besties, right? Where are we connecting with business besties? So Emery, I just want to see you networking, and you can network in the DMs. That's fine, right? It's fine. But I want to see you start putting yourself in places where your customer is looking for you, or is likely to meet you. Your partnerships and collaborations. Okay. If your content is converting, you can focus on content because you do already have a following there. So if your content is converting to customers, then you can focus there. But I really want to see you level up your networking and start especially building out those referral partnerships, those collaborations, and getting in there and having conversations with potential clients. Okay. Oh, Nita, hoping to find a good deal on Black Friday. Well, don't buy mine because you already get that in the mastermind. Okay. Yes, I'm doing a pay what you can sale for my ADHD business, but I don't know for my business coaching biz. I'm doing a pay what you can. That's for Black Friday. Is your business coaching through for neurodiverse people? I goes green. You hate Black Friday. Love it. Then don't participate. And you can totally do one of those things about why you do a post about why you hate it. What you don't like about it, why it's against your values. Do it. I remember networking public speaking to get to 100K months. Face red heart shape. Is that supposed to be an emoji and it's just coming through funny on my thing? Yes, networking public speaking to get to 10K months. Yeah. Yeah. Love that. It's for chaotic people. So usually Andy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could do, again, depending on your capacity and how big your list is, or how big your community is, you could do a 2-for-1 if you want, 2-for-1 session, right? Or you could do, again, I love doing a big thing, but some people, they don't have that capacity, right? So they might just do, when you buy this package, you get this thing free, right? You could also do something where you maybe collaborate with somebody else and you guys could maybe do a cool special together. Like you're going to get this and this for this one low price, right? You could do something like that. All right. That could be fun. Who else is doing a Black Friday? And then I'm gonna wind up, I'm like yawning. You know why I'm yawning? It's so dark. It's so dark. Nita, right? It's so dark in Vancouver right now. It's like yesterday was so beautiful and blue skies, and today is like it's like looks like it's 7 o'clock at night out there right now. All right, I'm making sure I don't have any other appointments coming up. The only thing I have to do after this is eat some lunch. All right, anything else before I wrap up? Okay, I have shared, if you haven't already, make sure that you come and save your seat for our month-end debrief. That's happening in December. Save your seat for our Black workshop, our goal setting workshop in October. Yeah, it's bedtime for you. If there's, I think everyone here is already Ick-free Sales Members, but if you're not, there is the link to come and join us. Weather shift is radical, right? Like, it's like I can't keep up. I'm freezing. Yesterday, I had my window open. Today, my body is an icicle. It's that time of year, friends. Okay, what else we got? Here is the link for next month's Q&A. So you can go ahead and submit your question. Remember to include your any links or things that you want me to see. So if you want me to see a document, share a link to the document, a link to your website. Make sure you include that so it's easy for me to pull it up. What else we got? We got our co-working happening in 2 weeks. Our co-working happening in 2 weeks. Remember that if you are a part of the Ick-free Sales membership, our monthly action planning is also happening in 2 weeks. So go save your seat for that. That's in your member portal. I think that's kind of it. You can save your seat for next month's YouTube live. Oh, hang on. I saw something. Hang on. Now that I have all my new techie things, we have a couple of really fun like talks and things coming up. So this is with Karina Winston, the budget doctor. You can kind of just save your, like, get notified on this one. We're going to be talking about money mindsets for new entrepreneurs, and specifically that shift that comes from employee to entrepreneur, the money mindset shifts that come from that. So that's going to be a really fantastic conversation. We also have Liz Wilcox coming on. If you all know Liz Wilcox, she is my #1 recommendation for email marketing. Here, let me share her stuff right now. If you're not already a part of her email marketing membership, I highly recommend it. Actually, do you know what? Actually, she is going to be having, hang on, let me find it. She's going to be having everyone right now, go ahead and get on this wait list. She's going to be having a Black Friday sale herself, where you can buy her email marketing membership for a full year, And then with that will come all of her other classes and things. It's a huge thing she does. She runs it for like 48 hours. You like literally get on the wait list, and then you're going to be able to, and this is an affiliate link, by the way. I am an affiliate for Liz. But you will get like all of her courses, all of her things, like her sales page courses, like her, I don't know, she's got so many, and my brain is tired. Let me go to, I'm like, should I go to her website and we can look it up together? Here, I'll show you together. If you are into email marketing, I cannot recommend enough that you go in and check this out. If you don't want to wait for Black Friday and you want to go ahead and get, like, just sign up now for the email marketing, and then you can get the 1 year when Black Friday comes out. Here's the link just for the 1 month. And then when she does the like, what's it called? The 1 year membership, you can then sign up then. Can you tell my brain is tired, friends? My brain is tired. My brain is tired. All right. So here is her membership. And let me see. I adore it. Like, she's got all of her emails in here. There's so many templates. And similar to the way that I send out a sales script and marketing strategy every week, she sends out a email template every week. And she has lots of really cool courses and things. I just have to remember where she keeps them. Give me a second to find that. Start here, the hub. Can't find something. Is it here? Is it here? Yeah, so she has some really great courses, right? Like the live workshop sequence, the pre-launch sequence. There should be a I can't find it right now. We'll find it after. I always forget where her courses are in here. Anyways, we'll find it after. But yeah, I adore her stuff, and I adore the way that she simplifies things and the way that she's like, here's how to make a sales page. Just no muss, no fuss, right? So blah, blah, blah. That was a lot of talking. A lot of talking and being lost in my own thoughts. All right, you guys, we're going to wrap up for the day. Any final thoughts before we go? Make sure to watch your email list, because I will do a Black Friday sale next month. Sign up for year end, sign up for the workshop. Go check out Liz. Anything else before we go? We're going to be wrapping up. I'm going to go eat some lunch. You guys were all amazing today. I'm just waiting for the delay. It's like a 20-second delay between when I ask a question and when all your responses come through. You the best. No, you the best. Thanks for your patience today while I was like getting focused on the wrong thing. The website's looking awesome. Because you said that most of your stuff comes through referrals, right, Emery? So that's why networking for you. Build up your referral, base, right? Whoa, you're welcome, guys. And thanks for your patience today while I was on the wrong link. You're so welcome. Thanks for joining us. For leading your lunch. Sorry, I'm making fun of you. I know. You type fast. Your brain is faster than your fingers. Amazing, you guys. Thank you for the awesome day. Go and be amazing. I'm taking the week off next week, so I will be around, but not as much around. Oh, fantastic. Excellent on changing your site. Let me see. I don't have it pulled up anymore. I was going to try to pull it up. But yeah, I'll be gone next week. So you guys all be amazing. And I will see you the last Tuesday of the month for our monthly action planning and our co-working. What is this? If you have time, you can check it. I have to pull it up. I won't right now, but maybe next time. Okay, what do we got here? I have a fun win to share. Apparently lots of therapists have been recommending me to their clients networking just through my content. Hell yes. I love that. Stu, we're not going to look at it right now because we've gone quite a long time today and I need a mental break. Yes, next time. Would love that for next time. So you can save your seat and then submit your website. I'm happy to look at it again. Absolutely. Friends, you are the best. Have an amazing week. I'm gone next week, so send me your love. You'll probably see me pop on social here and there, but I'll be kind of powered down for the week. So I will see you when I'm back. Make sure to save your seat for monthly action planning and co-working. Get your butts in there. Let's make a plan for November. Let's go to town, and then save your seats for the workshop.